Hey guys, thanks for clicking my video. Kiwi here. Today I'm going to be going over some basic event pan crop, also known as zooming stuff. So when you zoom in on your clip that you'll have on the timeline, you'll see this box. When you click that, that brings up the event pan crop, which is what we'll be working in today. So down here you have your keyframes, and you're going to click the first keyframe. Now if you drag in these boxes, as you can see, it zooms in on the preview window and zooms out. And by right clicking it restores it. Say I made a box like this and I wanted it to be in the center, I would hit center. And so that's basically what the restore and center functions do. Restore essentially puts it back to how it was originally, and center just puts your box in the center. Now the first thing that everyone should know how to do with the event pan crop is to crop out the black lines on the side of your video. Really ruins a video. Or say you have green static at the bottom, like I know a lot of people do, really ruins your video. So basically you'll go to your first keyframe and drag in the sides a little and adjust it until the black or green is out. If your green is at the bottom, you're going to have to drag the top. But I have black bars in the sides, so I'll just drag in the sides, and now you can see there's no black or green anything on the sides, and it looks normal like your TV screen would. The next thing is, say I wanted to slowly zoom in, or do a zoom, put it at like 3 or 2. I would make a new keyframe where I wanted it to be by clicking the Create Keyframe Insert button, and I would shrink this window until it's how big I wanted it to be. And by doing that, it causes it to slowly zoom as it plays. And it keeps the aspect ratio, or it doesn't keep the aspect ratio, it stretches to how you have your clip zoomed in. Now by hitting lock aspect ratio, the exact same keyframe, when you zoom it, it should create these. Forgot to maintain the aspect ratio on the clip. But see, as you can see, the bars zoom in, but we don't want those black bars. If you like the black bars, go ahead and do it, but I don't like them. Now say you wanted your clip to zoom in really fast right as it got to the clip. You would create a new keyframe just before where you want it to be zoomed in. And so you have your initial keyframe, which is your basic window, and then you'll have your second keyframe, which is still on the exact same thing. Let me crop out the black first. And then you have your third keyframe, which is the zoomed in one. So now it'll just about instantly zoom. It'll zoom very fast, much faster than before. And say right after it got zoomed in, I wanted it to go straight back. I would put a new keyframe, hit restore, crop out the black. Oh yeah, while it's on my mind, one trick so that you can have the exact same zooms and it looks clean on all your clips is when you have a zoom that you like, say to crop out the black static, you can create a preset. I'll name it black static crop, and you'd click this button and it would save it so that when you click this you can bring it up. Like I have my DVC 170 crop, which is for my Dazzle Platinum, and this one's for my new Dazzle. And then every time it'll have the exact same. But now it'll zoom in with the new zoom and it'll zoom out quick. Now say you wanted it to, instead of doing that, you wanted it to kind of turn as you zoomed in, you would simply rotate your, I love that word, rotate your thing. When this black swirl comes up, it looks like a refresh button, and then you could do another restore after it, and so it would give it a rotation as it zooms in and then back out. Pretty cool effect. Really easy to use. Zooming is really basic. It's easy to understand. So now say you wanted a zoom, but you wanted it to zoom in at the bottom left and show the score, showing my team get absolutely destroyed this round, and then you wanted it to restore. I don't know why you would, or not restore, you'd want it to do a little pan across the timer and then restore. You would use, basically you would drag in your zoom, and then you would, let me delete this keyframe, that's really misleading, I didn't explain it very good. You would create a new keyframe, and then you would drag it from what the initial position was to what you want it to be to now, and then after that I'm going to have it restore. So run out, it would zoom in on my team getting destroyed, and then show I don't have a UAV, and then restore. That's really all there is to zooming. It's very basic, and there's some pretty cool stuff you can do with it. Great for effects. One that looks pretty artsy is you have this little zoom feed thing. I think I already went over this. And then you would, I'm gonna go frame by frame here actually, so it'll go faster. And that's about it actually. There's not much more to explain. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, rate, comment, favorite. Again, thanks for watching. This has been Kiwi, and I'll see you next time.